Friends and family, welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to talk about what I've learned about my hair since my Gina Curl. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So many people out there, have different kinds of chemical treatments for their hair. Keratin straightening, Japanese hair straightening, curly perms, relaxers, and so on, all kinds. I've done a few of those in my time, and the last one that I have on my head now is the Gina Curl. So I've learned a lot actually from the Gina Curl when it comes to my own hair. I've learned a whole lot, so I wanted to share that with you guys. And also to announce that I am about to shave my hair. By the time this video lands, I think it'll probably be a month since I shaved my hair. Like, I would have shaved my hair for about a month, But in the meantime, what have I learned since I've had the Gina Curl? I will tell you, no lie, my hair feels stronger with the Gina Curl chemical. Now, I did a curly perm like 10 years ago, which is a wave nouveau. My hair was so frail and fragile. On the opposite end of it is this Gina Curl, where my hair strands are stronger than my natural hair strands. So when when a hair breaks off, and I'm trying to get a hair strand. Can I get one? Yeah. Oh, you can't even see it. Just trying to break it off. It's just, oh wow, my hand is slipping. There we go. I don't know if you heard it snap. That's how much strength it takes to break a strand of a Gina Curl on my head. It's incredible to me. My natural hair, now you don't need to struggle that hard. My unchemically treated hair, you don't have to, yeah. So I find that very interesting. The interesting thing is that I had thought that would have been the case many, many years ago when I was trying to straighten my hair with a curly perm chemical. Because I felt like, because you break the bonds with a curly perm and then you reform the bonds in whatever shape you want. You can reform them straight, you can reform them curly, right? So I'm like, okay, so it's not like a relaxer, and I'm gonna do the video comparing the two, where you break the bonds and you just leave it broken, right? Because when you leave it broken, then you leave it vulnerable, your hair strands. But if you reform them, and remember with the coils of 4C, every turn leaves vulnerability right there. Every turn is a vulnerable spot. So when you straighten and you form the bond that way, you have smoothened it first of all. So those turns that were vulnerable are now straight and solidified. You know what I mean? So it made so much sense to me. But when I tried it myself, of course it didn't work. So it didn't do anything to my hair. My hair didn't straighten, it didn't do nothing. So maybe it dried it out. But anyway, so my hair is stronger with the Gina Curl, but there is still the new growth, the virgin hair. That is whatever the heck texture that God gave me, which is weaker because it is not chemically treated with, the breakage, the breaking the bond and then reforming it. So the point of demarcation between the coil and this chemically straightened hair, that joint right there is terrible for me. It's terrible for me. If I can learn how to take care of it, I could do this Gina Curl. My hair going down my back, okay? And I think I would go back to the straight variation. If I do it again, I'm going back to straight variation, and I'm going back to not having it straightened bone straight, but like if you see the last place that I did it, it's not bone straight at the root. I absolutely love it that way. Absolutely love it that way. It doesn't curl as well, but I wouldn't be doing a curly perm anyway. So I'm reconsidering that if I do it again, if I do it again. It would have to be cheaper than this though. $500 is, at a times it's not conducive to proper living. But so I learned that that my hair is stronger with the Gina Curl. I also learned that my hair, even in its natural state, is beautiful. I took many pictures of my natural hair, you know, some that I had blow dried and some that, you know, just the braid out kind of look. I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. I think a lot of times we have a certain image in our heads of what we want our hair to look like or what we think it should look like, or we're comparing our hair to somebody else's. And of course, if you compare your stuff to somebody else's stuff, there'll be two things. It's either you feel you're deficient or you feel you're superior. Neither of them are good. Keep to yourself, appreciate what you got, and handle it. I'm talking to me, of course, right? So I realized that, you know, my hair beautiful as it is naturally, you know. It may be a pain in the rear to wash and condition and style, but it truly is beautiful. It truly is. So I learned that, and I also learned another lesson. It's quite versatile. My hair is quite versatile. When I wash it and I have water in it, this is my natural hair. It is so soft and moisturized and just feels amazing. And so I realized, you know, what this Gina Curl has taught me is that with my natural hair, if I paid attention to it half as much as I did my Gina Curl, my hair wouldn't be, you know, too difficult to deal with. Washing it once or twice a week, you know, I could still do it in the twists because, like I said, I learned from the Gina Curl that hydration is everything for your hair. Not just moisturization, but hydration. And my natural hair was dry and brittle. Why? I washed it once a month. If I was lucky. Half the time, once every couple of months, because I had it in some kind of braid or some protected style. Not good. And then I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, my hair dry. Of course it's dry. You haven't washed it. You haven't hydrated it. So I learned that. Thank you, Gina Curl people. Thank you, Hair Talent. I learned that, okay, now that I see, like this one I was telling you in the other video, when I haven't washed it in 3 days, it feels dry. As soon as I hydrate it with water, oh, beautiful, soft, luscious, curly. My natural hair can do that. If I hydrate it, it'll be nice and soft. So I need to remember that and hydrate my natural hair more. So I've learned that about my hair. Also learned that, you know, hydrating like that is what gives us the strength and resiliency, because my natural hair was brittle. Why? It wasn't hydrated. So my hair can actually be strong and resilient if I go ahead and hydrate it. Another thing that I learned, thanks to the Gina Curl, is that the type of water that you have makes a lot of difference when you wash your hair. When I went to the Gina Curl place and they washed my hair and combed it with my 3.5 or so inches of new growth, and only 10 strands came out. But when I used the same shampoo and conditioner, because I got it from them, and I washed my hair at home and I comb it, detangle it, same kind of comb, they showed me, same thing that I had, I get a fistful of hair. So my water probably has some chemicals or some things in there. It's not treated the way, you know, for hair. It's not, there's some imbalance in the water that is not good for my hair and my skin. I know that now. And so I've changed my shower head to have a filter in it to see if I can get softer water. So that might help. But that's one thing that I definitely have learned, that, you know, my hair does better with the softer hair, softer water where I went in the salon. So I don't know if they treat their water there, or that state, Connecticut, has, you know, softer water than here. I feel like they have softer water than here in the DC metro area, but it is what it is. So I have to, you know, take appropriate actions, and hopefully when I shave my head and the natural hair starts coming in, I'll see less breakage. Again, I'm going to do what I've learned now about my hair, thanks to the hairstyling people and Gina Curl, that I need to hydrate my hair a whole lot more than I was doing before, my natural hair. And definitely the leave-in conditioners and, you know, humectants and moisturizing it should help. So we'll see. But I don't know how long I'm going to keep my hair natural. I am not a natural hair person. I like chemicals in my hair. I just do. So I don't know what I'm going to do next, whether I'm going to do a relaxer or I'm going to do a straight variation of Gina Curl, or I'm going to find another chemical. Another chemical, I don't know. I feel like I'm a hair chemical junkie. But anyways, chemicals aren't so bad if you learn your lessons from them, right? And if it teaches you lessons about your own natural hair. So yeah, I definitely have learned a lot about my natural hair now. And hopefully I won't have all that breakage when I start, when the new growth comes in. I can't say natural hair journey because I'm not intending to do that. Last time I shaved my head, I left my natural hair in for like 2 years because I didn't feel like putting any chemical in it. I'm not one of those that is so okay, I'm growing it for a year and then I put a chemical, or I'm growing for 5 years and I don't do that, or I'm going to be natural for the rest of my life. I don't do that. I am pretty whimsical. I do what I feel like when I feel like it, if I'm doing it to myself. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. I can't promise you, you know, what it's going to be like, but I do know I've done my research, and if I do a relaxer, I'm going to use the Perm brand this time. I have tried Motions. It was great for my hair. My hair got pretty long with it. It wasn't too bad. And then I tried the olive oil ORS. I tried that. That wasn't bad either. But I like the Firm Fiber Guard, the whole, you know, concept of that. The other relaxers that I used left my hair feeling stiff, and supposedly a Firm Fiber Guard leaves your hair more flexible. So we'll see. We'll see. So if I do a relaxer, that's what I'm going to use. And if I don't do a relaxer, I'm definitely doing some thioglycate or whatever that chemical is called, type of treatment, because that softens my hair tremendously and I absolutely love it. So we'll see what I do next. But for now, tomorrow I'm shaving my head bald. It's going to be live. And by the time you see this video, it would have already been happened. So you will see a video of that also. So until next time, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later.